Westminster, and I look up at Big Ben, and I'm just a kid really from Shropshire, and my dad went on strike in 1976 for fair pay for firemen, and I never thought that one day I'd have the chance to be researcher to the highest caliber group of parliamentarians in the world, the crossbench peers. You know, it's just extraordinary that every year the House of Lords produces half of all the amendments to Britain's laws. That's despite the fact that there's only a small number of researchers working in the House of Lords. Perhaps say 30 or 40 rather than 2,000 or 3,000 as you have in the House of Commons. And I think it's a massive tribute to the members of the House of Lords that every year they produce half or over half of all the amendments to Britain's laws. And that is a staggering achievement, and I'd encourage particularly people from the media who are here today, whenever they're wanting to compare the House of Lords to the House of Commons, always look at the number of amendments that are tabled, as well as looking at the
this is a rear guard.
That's a very important distinction between the two houses. But I really want to thank, from the bottom of my heart, my boss, Lord Williamson of Horton, for the incredible privilege to be allowed to serve such a distinguished group of people. And I want to thank Leanne for giving me a long lead sometimes to occasionally burn the midnight oil to get those briefings done. And I'd really like to pay tribute to the crossbench group of peers, because they are an incredible group of people. Now, you imagine, say, for example, in the Foreign Office, if you cut the Foreign Office, you might not notice for 2 or 3 years that they're not there, but eventually it will hit the country hard. But similarly with the crossbench peers, they do an incredible job strengthening British civil society. In the crossbench group, you have former chiefs of defence, former secretary generals of the European Commission, like my boss. We've got Nelson Mandela's defence lawyer from the Rivonia trial, former British ambassadors to the United Nations. Every cultural community in our nation, every philosophical, religious, and every part of the country, it represented in the House of Lords, every philosophy represented too. And you know, it's a real testament to the strength of British society that there is a crossbench group in the House of Lords, that they've not been overlooked. So I'm really, really grateful for this award. Thank you.
Yeah.